Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Chatsunami. Just a heads up before you go into this episode, unfortunately we ran into some technical issues while filming this episode, so the audio this time around might sound a little bit echoey. Without any further ado, hope you enjoy. Welcome to Chatsunami. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Chatsunami. My name's Satsunami and joining me today to break into my home is the one and only Craigy C. Craigy C, welcome.
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Well, we'll see.
I was like a vampire, I have to be invited into your home.
You say that and yet you brought Godzilla versus King Ghidorah and minion memes over my threshold, so we'll see how the evening goes. Yeah, how are you doing today, Craigy C?
Yeah, pretty good. How are you?
Not too shabby, because we are indeed talking about a very special topic today. We are going to be talking about something that I think by the time this episode comes out will be very topical. That, of course, being the one and only indie gem you might have heard of. Pokemon.
It's a bit of a hidden gem, so if you haven't heard of Pokemon, that's fine. This will be the episode to catch you up, I think, on it.
I think it's actually pronounced Pokemon.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, it's like it's a regional dialect. In Western Scotland, it's a regional dialect. Yeah, today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. As you can hear, we are doing this in person. You can always tell. You can always tell. And yeah, we are going to be doing something very special. We are going to be doing a tier list, which is something that, Craigy C, you have been telling me for ages.
I've wanted to do this for ages.
Yeah, you have been telling me, we should get this done, we should do it, and let's get it done. So, do you want to explain to the lovely listeners what we're going to be doing today?
Okay, so we're going to be looking at Pokemon Generation 2 and 3, and we're going to be ranking them in the tier list. I think, for me personally, I'm only going to be ranking them purely based on like first instinct and looks. I'm going to try disregard like competitive side, because I don't really understand any of that in Pokemon.
Same. I'm one of these people that is very like, I'll pick Pokemon I like, maybe a couple of powerful ones, but I mean, I like Porygon for God's sake. Like, who uses Porygon in the competitive scene? I just want my digital duck back. I miss him, Craig. Is he in Scarlet Violet? I don't know. He won't return my phone call.
Oh my god. Where are you?
Stop giving those children seizures. Get back.
No, the Porygon got forgiven for that. I saw that. It was like a thing.
Aye, like 20 years on. Those cowards. He's been rotting in a jail cell.
Time heals all wounds. We're going to be ranking these Pokemon on a tier list using, I think it's tiermaker.com it's called. Effectively, we have it into different categories. So we're going to have, right at the very top, we have the Satsu approved category. These are like the most Pokemon of Pokemon. We love these ones and they look amazing. And obviously A, B, and C. And then the lowest ranking possible, Yoda Oma likes this Pokemon.
This is the lowest of the low. This is like the lowest Dante's Inferno tier of hell that we can actually put these things in.
Yep.
So without any further ado, will we get started?
Let's do it.
So I will note that this unfortunately won't be a video. This will be purely audio based, but on the plus side, I will be posting this to the website podpage.com/Chatsunami. So if you want to check out the full list of them, please feel free. And yeah, without any further ado, we'll just dive into it.
Let's go for it.
So our first one is Chikorita, which, I'm going to be honest, I'm feeling a C.
It's cute, but it's definitely my least favourite of the starters in this gen.
I would say probably C. I don't want to... See, this is the thing, like, Chikorita is a walking meme at this point.
I didn't really...
Oh, yeah, like, there's different pages, like, meme pages. I know, imagine me frequenting meme pages. But there's, like, meme pages where they're like, oh, you like Chikorita?
Okay.
Because, like, compared to the others,
Yep.
I will be very vocal about two of said starters, but Chikorita is kind of one of those ones that it's not well liked, but see, at the same time, I don't think it's as bad as everyone says.
No.
I mean, considering some of the more recent generations that came after this, It's not the worst starter.
No.
This is the hot take of the night. Come at me. Come at me. For legal reasons, that's a joke. So, where would you say? Would you say C for
I think I agree on C. Yeah, C for Chikorita.
Okay, our first Pokemon, C for Chikorita. Now we have the next one, Bayleaf, who is, I would say that's a solid B.
Yeah, I think so too. It's quite Pokemon. I like the leaf. I guess it is a Bayleaf actually on its head. I guess I don't know if it actually is or not.
Yeah.
But I think it's fun. Nice wee design.
So the next one we've got is Meganium, and Meganium is the final evolution. Yeah, I would say probably, I don't know, because it's quite cute. It's like a quite cute dino, land before time kind of deal.
I think it's definitely an improvement on Chikorita. I don't know if it's better than Bayleaf though. I think
No,
Bayleaf is actually the better design.
Maybe C?
Yeah, I'm happy for C. There's nothing going to stop us moving around if we, change our mind on these things.
Something I want to mention as well that we actually forgot to point out is we won't be taking Mega Evolutions into consideration. Sure. Just in case you were thinking, I can't wait for Mega Tyranitar or something to boost it up. It's like, no. Your Ma/Da likes these Pokemon, so they're not included. Okay, Cyndaquil. This is a lot of people's favourites.
Yep.
Spoilers, not mine. So where would you put Cyndaquil?
I think it's an A. I think Cyndaquil's cute. He's got the wee face. He's definitely like one of the most expressive, and I think there's a reason he's probably the more featured of the three.
Yeah.
In terms
But
of
he was in Pokemon Arceus.
Yeah, in Arceus. I think he's cute. I like him. I don't think he's quite top tier Tatsu approved level, but I'm definitely think A for me. You agree?
Yep, I'd agree with that. So we have got Quilava. This is the one I never know how to say.
Yeah.
Like Balako.
Balaclava.
I would personally say this is probably B tier, maybe.
I'd actually go as far as saying C. I think.
C, you think? Yeah.
I just don't think I don't get it.
Yeah, no, I'm the same. It's one of those ones I've never thought is very strong.
Yeah.
I think it's alright, but yeah, no, I'll go with C then.
Go for it.
For this, we are speeding through these. Speed run! Okay, Typhlosion.
Well.
Okay.
I did have a... Before we start recording, I said, I have a complaint about Typhlosion. On the screen, as you can't see this, but on the screen, we are looking at sprites. However, this is the coldest hot take. This is not a hot take at all. Typhlosion's 3D model is terrible. Mm-hmm. Right.
Oh, yes.
The flames on, like, the mane of flames is amazing. The sprite's got this, like, sharp face, like, it's angry. And then the 3D model, to me, is always very plain, very dopey looking.
It's like Play-Doh.
Yeah, he looks soft and spongy and just sad. So, if we're going purely on the sprite on the screen here, which I think it must be taken from...
Up to Generation 5, anyway.
Yeah, it looks... It's cleaner than the Game Boy Advance ones, but it's still that sprite look. I would go, like, B for Typhlosion, or maybe A, if it's the currently one that's straight on the Yoda likes this Pokemon.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I feel as if the only thing taking it down to B is the 3D model. On the sprite alone, I would definitely give it an A.
I'm comfortable with that. I'm comfortable with it.
With A, yeah, go for A, because I know there'll be a lot of fans listening. You're like, Satsu approved for me.
Yep. Next one up is Totodile, and straight up to Satsu approved.
Totodile was my first, fun fact about this, Totodile was actually my very first, chosen starter, because my very first game was Pokemon Yellow.
Sure.
So I didn't get a choice between, Squirtle, Bulbasaur, Charmander. I should remember that because they're right in front of me. And yeah, chose it. Absolutely love Totodile. I love the evolution line. But for the second one, Croconaw, I'm going to go even as far as C, to be honest.
Ooh.
B or C. I am not a fan of the middle evolution.
See, this is my favourite middle evolution.
Well, why? Okay.
Because I like the wee caveman thing it's got going on. Yeah. It doesn't fit in at all with the evolution line, but I like his little... was it Bam Bam? The wee thing in the Flintstones was called? I'd like to go B.
You know what? I'll compromise with
B?
that. Yeah. I have to admit, compared to what's coming next, which I'm going to be honest, I really wanted to be such, but have you seen the back sprays?
I was going to say, for alligators, banter for a few reasons. One, it's a giant crocodile. Yeah. Hilarious. B, the giant buns of whatever it's supposed to be. The back sprite on the Gen 2 games has got ass cheeks. I don't know what it's supposed to be. I've never understood it.
Feels like I'm learning. And
then also the fact that the name was too long for the game, so they just cut half the name off the back, just for alligator into it or something like that.
For alligator.
So, yeah, I'm happy to put that in Satsu approved.
Satsu approved. So we are out of starter territory and we are on to Centric.
I'm gonna go C. I never really like I'm never really super attached to these like the normal ones you get at the start.
Right.
So
I'll go for that. Now, for it, what I will say is, have you seen the meme for this? Where they had like a loop on of him climbing the escalator. That's the thing that's...
that was my exact same reasoning. Design alone, you would have been straight into your dad like this Pokemon. But the ferret walking on the escalator every day until Pokemon Sword and Shield came out has raised my opinion on this Pokemon so high. I'd like to put it in C.
In C? Really? Not even in B?
No, I mean, it doesn't go that high. It just like just wacky and kind of quite complicated.
I love the theme music. Hoot, B, C.
I think I like Hoot because it's a bit different than the other birds. Like it's round, he's kind of a friend. I think B.
Because he is, he's very distinctive as a nibble. Yeah.
Like the wee time sort of clock face he's got on as well. I think there's a lot to like about Hoot.
Noctowl.
I think Noctowl gets worse than Hoot because it's not as...
He does look like an owl.
Yeah, but he looks like an owl.
Yeah.
Like Hoot looks like a...
Like a cute owl.
Yeah, like
one you would hold on your wrist, which I actually have done. And even with a tiny owl, they are terrifying. The owls are terrifying. Don't hold that. Completely off topic, but you and I, of course, went to a very small Comic-Con, and there was a part, it was even associated with the Comic-Con. It was just like this thing at the side where people were allowing you to come up and get your picture taken with a owl, and you could hold it. And I remember it was like a teenage boy who gave me the glove and everything, and I looked at his arms, and his arms were scratched to hell, and he's just like, you go, and I'm like, can I back out? Can I get my £5?
I'm closing the gate behind you and putting log in it.
And I mean, I took the small owl because I don't want to say freaks, some people were taking the ones that were nearly half my size. I was like, honestly, Harry Potter's messed up if you think that's like the cutesy pet to have. I'm like, no. Anyway, sorry. C.
Yeah, I'm happy with C. I might contradict myself later, but I'm not a massive fan of just like, this is the animal Pokemon. I like them to have a little bit of a funny.
Okay, Ladybell. I would say C.
I'm going to go C. And this next one, you might disagree with this one, but this is the first one I want to say. So this is the evolution of Ladybug, which is called Lady Luck. Straight into D tier for me. Straight into your dad likes this Pokemon for me.
Really?
I don't like his design.
What, not even like the fisticuffs he's got going on?
I don't get it. I don't understand how Ladybug turns into Mega Man. I've never understood it.
Surely that's cool.
No. I don't know how. It just makes it worse to me.
I mean, it loses two... Oh, no, that's leg snipping. Okay, fine. Your most no, also. Okay, I just want to put your damn mom likes this Pokemon because I don't like Spider. I don't like this. He stinks and I don't like him.
But he does, Spinarak does have like a little cute face on his butt.
Okay, see then.
You might have figured this out, but I like Pokemon that look kind of like a friend. Like, would I like to own this Pokemon? Spinarak? Yeah, probably. He's pretty funny. Yeah, I'm happy to go for C. So what do you think of this Pokemon, which is called... Ariados. Where do you think Ariados fits in?
I would go for C as well. Terrifying, but... Well, maybe a B, to be honest. I don't like, as I said, I don't like spiders, but my personal bias aside, he is quite threatening. He's got the big things on. He's got the pincers. That was pincers, by the way, for audio only.
I like B for him. I like B.
Yeah.
I think
he's not.
He's bright. He's got like the different. It looks a bit different. He's got the two big prongs in his back. I like him.
Okay, we'll go for B. Maybe controversial, but the next one is Crobat. I would put him at A, to be honest.
Ooh.
A or B, definitely. Because I feel as if compared to Golbat, which is like the big hanging mouth and and the fact is, like as you were saying, you like friendship Pokemon, you can only evolve Golbat to Crobat through like high enough friendship. So it's friendship.
You've convinced me. Let's put him straight up into A.
That and he's purple. Now, is that Lantern or?
Is that not like Chin?
No, it's the blue blob with two yellow lights.
I'm opening up a Pokedex right now.
Go for it. It's like Mickey Mouse if he was brought up in the deep sea.
It is Chinchou.
You just made that up.
No, I didn't know. So the one thing I do like about Chinchou is the eyes are little plus signs. So it's like electrical batteries. But apart from that, I don't really get it.
Yeah.
If I'm honest. Go for C.
C.
I feel like we're heavy loading C here.
It's going to break into your damn all likes Pokemon.
The next one is Lantern.
go for B or C.
Yeah, I like him in B. I think he's a bit more dopey. He's kind of funny. I like his tail.
I like the cut of his jib.
I like the cut of his jib. I'd definitely give him a job.
Pichu.
I don't know how to rank Pichu at all.
This is one of my favourite generations, don't get me wrong, but they made the really weird choice of introducing baby Pokemon.
Yeah.
And I feel as if they're entirely unnecessary. Like, I feel as if they had a baby Pokemon and then they had the evolution in the same region.
Sure.
That would be fine, but they retroactively went back and they were like, oh, we want Pichu to Pikachu, we want the next one's Cleffa to Clefairy, Igglybuff to
Jiggly.
Thank you. So I'd say maybe C.
Yeah, let's put it C. I think it's my favourite of the three, the babies.
Yeah, well, we put it to B then. No, just
no. I'm looking at the other things in B and I'm like, no, I don't like it more than Chikorita.
Yeah, okay. So for Cleffa. C.
I'm actually tempted to put this in your da. At this point, put this in your da. Like, well,
I'll go for it then.
I think, and I actually think Igglybuff as well. Because my reason being is like I think Clefairy, Clefairy and Jigglypuff are cute baby-ish Pokemon already. I don't think I think Igglybuff is a massive downgrade from Jigglypuff in that line. So that's kind of my thinking.
Next one, Togepi. I would be tempted to say A or B.
I was actually going to say Satsu. I was going to say Satsu.
I didn't want to push it, but it is very iconic.
Yeah, it's such an
iconic.
Okay. It was like the first one from the gen in the anime, wasn't it? Apart from did it predate Donphan? I can't remember.
No, I think it did. Yeah, you're right.
He's just a wee egg, dude.
He's just happy.
He's just happy to be here.
He's living his life.
He is living his life.
Celebi. Togetic.
I'm actually gonna go the complete opposite end of the spectrum. I think this is like your dad likes this Pokemon. I hate Togetic. I don't understand it.
I like the idea of it.
What is the idea of it?
It's like that egg you left in the cupboard and you kind of forgot about it and then mutated. Anyway, Natu. Go on.
Natu is a friend. Like, look at how round Burb he is, and also he can also destroy your brain from the inside. Kind of crazy.
B.
I like a B from him.
Zatu is one that when I was younger, I never really got the theme of it. I know it's like to do with like the totems and everything. Now that you look at it, like obviously when he's like that, when he's got his wings up, but for some reason they've got artwork of him just with his wings.
Yeah, usually you see the wings down.
As if I have like some ketchup with these fries. It's like, what are you? I would say B or C.
Yeah, I think I'd go C. Like I think he needs to be more totem pole, more bits to it. I don't know if it was just like a fan thing, but I've seen like a Mega for that, and it does have like really distinct totem things that makes it look amazing.
Okay, next one, Mareep. I'm gonna go Satsu tier.
Ooh, I was gonna say A, so I'm happy to go Satsu tier then because
I don't know. I have fond memories of catching this sheep and just saying like, he's an electric sheep. What?
Have you seen the plushie as well? There's like a giant plushie.
Yes.
I want it so bad.
If I had that much disposable income, I would.
Pokemon, come sponsor this podcast so we can buy plushies.
I will review it. I will do a face reveal and review it. I will.
Don't threaten me with a good time here.
Okay, Fluffy, I would say maybe A or B.
I'm gonna go, I think A. I like it. I like his pinkness. He's not as good as Mareep, but
yeah, I would go for Satsu approved though for Ampharos.
Yeah, Ampharos is a great design.
I don't know why I love that. That was like one of my core team members in Pokemon Silver, and I love him. I think he's great.
It's such a weird evolution line. It's kind of like seeing all three. I'm just looking at all three in the same pictures here. That is such a strong evolution line. It's like, and all three designs are fantastically funny.
Aye. No, absolutely. So next we've got Blossom.
Blossom's a weird one for me because I don't really understand where it fits in the grand scheme of everything else. You know what I mean? Like, is it a baby Pokemon?
No, it's evolved from Gloom.
Oh, so it was.
Yes,
yeah, it was like
Vileplume. Give it
Vileplume.
a Sunstone, and instead of evolving into Vileplume, it evolves into Blossom.
So it does.
I would say B. I like the design. I think it's cute.
Yeah.
I think it's
I like
nice.
the wee skirt. I like the hair. I'm going to go B.
Maro, I would say Satsu.
What, Pika-Blue?
Yeah, Pika-Blue himself.
Yeah.
Maro, I don't know. Maro, he's friend-shaped, he's blue, he's like Mickey Mouse, but not as threatening. I mean, I would go for that.
Yes, I'm not going to argue with that.
What the hell went on here with Asmero? I don't know. Oh yeah, how do we make this cuter? Turn it into an egg.
Is it supposed to be, so Maro's supposed to be like a mouse, and then Azumaro's supposed to be like a rabbit? Is that?
Yeah, like a rabbit. The only thing I will say is I think it's Asmero has the orange envelope, like the shiny form.
Oh, okay.
Which is pretty neat. But Maro has like a green one, which I like. Why? Why would you spoil a good design? Anyway, yeah, I would say B maybe.
I actually might go C. I don't really get them.
C.
However, next boy up on the pack, Sudowoodo.
Sudowoodo.
Iconic. I would either go A or Satsu approved.
You know what? I'm going to give him Satsu approved.
Oh, stamp.
Because he's the jiggle, the wiggle, the jiggle.
The wiggle, the jiggle. The fact he's a tree.
Yeah.
The fact his typing makes no sense. It's like rock, isn't it? That's something that's really funny to me as well. Just the whole thing about him is just, there's a lot of joy that Sudowoodo brings me.
Politoed.
I don't get Politoed.
Neither. Because I have to admit, the Poliwag, like Poliwag, Poliwhirl, Poliwrath, they're some of my favourite evolutionary, like Poliwhirl especially. That is one of the iconic ones when you think of Pokemon.
100%.
Politoed came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
it's
I don't
like
really...
that awkward relative at a family get together that stands in the corner and you're like, who are you again? It's like, oh, I'm Politoed. And you're like... Get out of my house.
I don't like that he's green. Like, I know it sounds stupid because he's a frog, and I get the poly thing, but like...
Can I put him in your damn all?
I'm not going to argue that.
Okay, I'm just saying it right now. The next three, I would say they belong in your damn all. Like Hoppip, Jumpluff, and... Oh, sorry, Skiploom and Jumpluff.
What's your favourite out of the three?
Probably Jumpluff, to be honest. Hoppip, I just have, like, horrible memories of the fact you know Splash.
I forgot about that.
And it's like, why do you know Splash? I get you're meant to be flying on the wind, but you're...
Yeah, I'm happy for all three of these to go into your dad. Okay. Let's just skip ahead here.
Yeah, we don't need this.
Your dad likes all those Pokemon.
Apom, I would actually say A or Satsu to you.
I'd like to go A. I don't think he's quite Satsu to you. I mean, maybe for you, but like I think
no, I get that. He's
cool, but he's not iconic. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's what I think.
Next one.
How do you rate Songkran? Look at him.
Can we put him at C? Because I feel as if we'll make him cry.
I don't want to make him cry.
Oh, okay, put him at C. Sunflora. I remember he had an annoying as hell song in the film. We just kept repeating his name over and over again, like some kind of CIA black spot, a black site interrogation.
What?
Tell me where the other people are. Oh, Sunflora gets released. Please, no more.
Where do you want to put Sunflora after that explanation?
You're damn well. Like
that's fine.
He's a sunflower. Like, what can you do with a sunflower? What? Am I supposed to take that to the Pokemon League? Like, seriously? Who takes Sunflora? If there's any, like, Sunflora stands out there...
All two of you.
Yeah, come message me and let me know, because I would love to know what goes on in your mind.
So when Pokemon Sword and Shield started coming out and there were people getting angry about Digsit, that's what it's called, the Pokedex thing. And when someone's like, one Pokemon is someone's favourite, it's like Sunflora. I doubt that somehow. If your favourite Pokemon's Sunflora, then I'm sorry, but we're not friends.
Next one, Yanma?
I didn't even realise this was Generation 2.
Yeah, well, he's got another evolution, I think, in Gen 4.
Is that why I'm getting mixed up?
Maybe B or C?
I'd go C. I think he's just...
It's okay.
It's a dragonfly. We'll put on the other hand.
Oh, Satsu approved.
Straight to Satsu approved.
And look at Quagsire, though. I mean, he looks as if he's going to give you a hug. It's the thing that Whipper can never give you, a hug.
So can I jump ahead?
Go for it.
I do have a bit of a problem with Quagsire because there is someone slightly further along on the Pokedex called Wobbuffet, who's very similar in terms of colouring and design and stuff, and I've always felt like Quagsire is just the not good Whipper. So I'm not saying I don't like Quagsire, but I think for me Quagsire is A because of Whipper.
Yeah.
Because of Wobbuffet.
Okay, I'll give you that. Yeah.
And let's just jump ahead just now, we can jump back, but Wobbuffet's Satsu approved while I'm talking about him. Look at him.
You think? Oh, okay, fine.
Look at that face. He's got a face on his tail. If you punch him, he hits you back 10 times as hard.
Yeah, but have you seen his female form?
Oh, the lipstick, even funnier. All over that. One of I think maybe my favourite from this generation.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, so
Espeon, Umbreon, I would put them either A or Satsu approved, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm happy. You choosing them, and I definitely think they're both good.
Okay.
I think Umbreon's probably my favourite of the evolutions as
I'll
well.
put them both in Satsu approved because I have fond memories of playing Pokemon Colosseum.
Yes.
And, those are the starters you get, and they're good. They're good boys. Or girls. Okay, Murkrow.
I like the hat.
Yeah, he's like a gangster.
Yeah.
Bee, maybe?
Yeah. Did Murkrow get an evolution? Am I making that up?
Yeah.
Honchkrow is would be Satsu approved.
Yeah,
because Honchkrow's amazing. But yeah, Murkrow's just a B. I'm happy with that.
If it wasn't for the hat, you would be nothing.
Oh yeah, the hat makes it.
Slowking, I like Slowking.
I like Slowking a lot.
Satsu approved or A?
I think A.
A, yeah.
I think
he's good.
Yes,
but
it was a great attempt. Like I think this is probably the best one at doing an evolution of someone who already had. It's definitely a good one of that.
Mistress C?
Yeah, I want to kind of like Mischievous, but I don't think they got better later.
So before we go on to the next one, I just want to point out I was looking through the tier list, and there are so many where they've put in all of the unknowns. And I want to know out there who's putting together a tier list and being like, yeah, I like unknowns A to J, but as soon as you get to K, it just kind of goes downhill from there.
What's your favourite letter? Let's tier list the alphabet. Satsu approved. Definitely J. Definitely M. Your darling's a letter O. Right. I actually think this could be a case where we just don't rank unknown.
Okay.
Because I don't know how I feel about unknown.
I don't know either. The alphabet.
Yeah, how do you rank it?
Alphabet. Yeah. Like, the last time I saw sentient alphabets were, later on? There's a blast from the past ages. Yeah, exactly.
That's unlocked a whole bunch of memories for me.
Giraffeage. He's got a bum that eats things.
Yeah, that's pretty hype. I don't think this is...
Can I quote that? Yeah, pretty hype. They can eat things out his bum.
I mean, it is. I think there's a better version of Girafferig in... I think it must be in Gen 3.
Yeah.
And it's the Pokemon that's got the big... Is it Mawile? It's got the big head on it. So I think that does this better, which is the dual thing. So I would go C, or even your dad on this one.
I would go C.
Cool.
I will say it's just different enough.
Yeah.
It's not. Pineco, that is the contingency plan of Adam, if he was taking over the region, to throw one of them into the room of Elite Force and blow them up. I would go for B.
Yeah, I think B. I think it's a good design.
B for don't blow me up. And I mean, I would even go for Fortress. I would say that was probably B.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I don't quite understand how it turns out from Pineco, but that's not what we're doing here.
Dunsparce.
I kind of want to put Dunsparce in A for the giggles.
Yeah.
Because I do love it.
Because he's iconic. He's not Satsu approved, but he's iconic enough. I'm going to be honest, I'm bordering on Satsu approved for this next one.
For Gligar?
Well, A or Satsu.
Yeah, I think I'd agree with that. Well, my only problem with Gligar is... No, I actually like that. Well, it's just it's in the same generation as Crobat. I always thought that was a weird choice.
True.
Like, when you see them together right now. Yeah, but I think Gligar's better than Crobat, and we've put Crobat in A, so I'm happy to put Gligar in A or Satsu approved.
We'll put him in A.
Okay.
Because A's looking pretty lonely, but we'll put him, he's solid. Now, Steelix, I would say Satsu approved, because I feel as if he does everything better than... It's like, that meme where it's like Daniel, and then the cooler Daniel. It's like Onyx versus the cooler Onyx.
Yeah, and this was kind of the launching pad for Steel Pokemon as well.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, great design. So that's Snubble.
Your dad, would like that.
I like Snubble more than I like Granbull, I think, but I don't particularly like either of them, so... Yeah.
They're bulldogs. Like, they're cute enough, but I don't like the clown motif.
Yeah.
I don't
get it. I don't get the dress thing as well on Snubble.
Imagine, that's like... Do you know what that reminds me of? It's like the anime version of that dog from Wallace and Gromit that tries to kill all all the sheep. I don't like it. Quillfish?
I don't really have an opinion on Quillfish.
C?
Yeah.
It's okay. Scissor, I'm going to say Satsu approved.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The edgy teenager in me would never forgive me if I didn't go for Satsu approved.
It is honestly incredible.
No, you don't fuckle with Shuckle.
Satsu approved.
Straight.
Immediately, no, we can't. I would say Heracross Satsu approved as well.
This has been a really strong rerun. So yeah, Heracross, great design. It's such a Pokemon.
Oh, they're amazing. Because I remember there was an episode of the anime where they both fought Scizor and Heracross.
Oh,
they're just both amazing.
What is Sneasel? What is it?
Ice Weasel? I don't know. I don't see many weasels around here.
I don't know what a weasel looks like.
See for Sneasel.
Yep.
Yeah, why not? Go for C. Teddy, he's cute though.
You can already guess I'm going to say Tedious is a friend, and I think A tier. Yep.
Now, who's not A tier is Ursarang. I would say C, B, yeah.
I think C. I think he's a worse design in every way.
Slugma?
Straight into B for Slugma Balls.
Straight into C, did you?
Nothing, straight into B for Slugma Balls.
You drive a hard bargain, crew.
I'm so ashamed of myself, but I'm not at the same time.
I tried to hold off, but you wouldn't listen.
I was debating letting you rest on it and see what you would do, but sorry, I had
Mag Cargo. I like the fact it's a fire snail. I don't feel as if we get many kind of...
Yeah.
I would say B, probably.
Yeah, I think so. I think Pokemon typically have good fire types.
Yeah.
Like, fire is probably my favourite of the things.
Snubble.
Swinub.
Oh, Swinub. Yes, that's a good one. Swinub.
C.
Really?
I just don't really...
He's okay.
Yeah, Pillow Swine in the hand I think is a much funnier design. I like the tusks, I like the hair. Yeah, I think B.
I would say B. Of course, I like the design. I would say that's a
cute.
solid B, maybe.
Yeah. The other thing I think about Corsola is whenever it comes up, it's like the other Pokemon, they all eat it.
Yeah. And it turns into a ghost type by Generation 8. You're like... Oh, Remoraid, I don't like this, and I don't like the fact it turns into an octopus.
Yeah,
and I'm going to be honest, I don't like octopuses either. I feel they're creepy, they're weird, they've got too many tentacles.
Do you want to just put them both in your Daleks as Pokemon?
Oh, you read my mind. There we go. Delibird, I would say E maybe. Or
yeah,
B.
I think A. Delibird's not my favourite design, but the fact that it heals you. And I know I said I wasn't going to try to talk about competitive stuff, but there's also the whole concept is very funny, like the whole sort of Santa Claus thing.
Yeah. Now, I don't like it, but at the same time, look at that face.
Is this Mantine?
Mantine's just the cheeky.
I like the fact that you see it a lot in the water pictures has Pokemon swimming under it as well, like an actual manta ray. I'm happy to go B. For manta.
That's it. Skarmory, I would say A, to be honest.
Yeah, the steel types in this generation, looking at this,
look
very,
cool.
very good.
He is a Nidorino.
This is one of the ones that I typically quite like dog Pokemon, but Hound, I'm not massive on this one.
I wasn't a big fan of this. I don't get what the hype was.
Yeah.
C?
Yeah, I think C. I'd agree
C for
with that.
both, or?
Hound I think's a wee bit better, but I still think maybe C.
Yeah. But we're going to piss off a lot of people with that one. Kingdra. Yeah.
I like the idea of Kingdra, like the whole sort of like it's a mythical dragon, seahorse, but it's a lot. It's very busy. I think it looks really busy.
See,
yeah.
Panthy. I have to admit, I like this evolution line. Maybe I prefer Donphan to Panthy. So
I agree with that.
Panthy C, Donphan.
Oh, Donphan I think is a hard one. I think Donphan's difficult because there's a lot of nostalgia for me for Donphan.
Yeah, same.
It can't go into Satsu Approved. I don't think it's that good, but I do think an A, and I think that might be me overrating it.
Possibly, but it is like an iconic design. Yeah. The fact you've got the tyre and everything. You know my answer for the next one.
This is Porygon 2.
I mean, it's not the strongest Porygon, but I mean, I would definitely say an A for that.
I'm happy to go for that.
I would go for A, or I feel bad not putting it in Satsu Approved, but I like Porygon. I like Porygon Z. Porygon 2's always been that weird middle child. I'm like,
Stanton I forgot existed until we did this right now. C. Again, you put it in the same generation as Girafarig as well. It's just, there's a lot of crossover here. Smeagol, I'm not a huge fan of the design, but there is that Gmac like Picaspi that did the complete Pokemon with 6 Smeagols, which is very funny. But the actual design itself, I get as an artist, I just don't. Not a massive fan of it.
Would you say C then?
I think I'd go for C, yeah.
Tyrogue?
I don't really know how to rate Tyrogue.
I would say C again. Well, no, actually. I would probably put it in your dad more like. So I like the idea of it, but I think that's what's. I don't like the fact again you're having to retroactively go back.
Yeah, I think that's my thing as well. Like I like the idea more than I like the actual design.
Yeah. Hitmontop?
Hitmontop's an A for me.
Yeah.
I like him. He's upside down. The Capoeira, for some reason, it has like 2.5 feet. I've got a tail on it, what it is, but it's very funny to me. Is that actually 3 feet? That's very funny to me. I love it.
No.
Smooch him straight into D.
No. If there was one below that, I would put it in. But unfortunately, we don't live in a just world. Now, this is one of the only baby Pokemon I will say.
Yeah, Elekid is definitely the best one out of the ones. And I love the sort of the plug design on his head. I do think it's the best one, apart from obviously Togepi, which is, I guess, maybe Pokemon in that sense. But I like it. I'd be happy to put like B or A.
I would go for A, to be
Go for
honest. Again, it's not Satsu tier, but
No.
Magby.
Yeah, Maggie's dump at the bottom. I'm not too bothered.
Yeah.
How
This
do you-
one can...
How do you feel about Miltank?
I feel as if I can burn in hell. I have so many memories of trying to beat the hell out of this thing from Whitney.
Yep.
It's a cow. It's a cow that's curb stomped my hopes and dreams as a child. How are we supposed to justify that?
Cow ender of Nuzlocke. Like,
yeah.
just
I would put it at C, because
Yeah.
at least it earns that respect.
you have to respect it.
Blissey, I like Blissey.
I like Blissey as well.
Yeah.
Not as much as I like Chansey, but I like the sort of the nurse motif, the wee feathers and all that. I think B.
B. I would go for B. Yeah.
Legendary dog time. What's your favourite out of the three? Let's start there.
I would say Entei.
Really?
To be honest. Well,
I
I
think-
don't know. It's a toss between Raikou and Entei, but I would probably say Entei. Maybe because he got his own film.
Yeah, I was thinking that's what I really like
Yeah.
Entei. Entei's my favourite out of the three. I do like Suicune as well though, but Entei's definitely for me is Entei's probably Satsu approved for me,
I would go for that.
and I think the other two we rate
A.
based on that. Yeah, I think we go
Yeah.
both for A.
Because they are still really strong designs, even
Yeah.
though they're a pain in the arse to catch.
I like Larvitar's like the little mini Godzilla.
Yeah.
I'd go for like an A or a B for him. I like his
Yeah.
fact he also looks like he'd like steal your lunch money.
Yeah.
There's like a little bit of meanness to him, which I quite like.
Pulpitar.
I don't really get.
Nah, I would say C, to be
Yeah.
honest. Has to be Satsu. Sure.
For Tyranitar, 100%. You know me, Godzilla mark, straight in.
Yeah, I even had him on my team.
Yep.
He's amazing. Oh, so now we've got the final three. We've got Lugia, O, and Celebi. Lugia, for me personally, I'm biased towards Lugia because Silver was my game.
Sure. So, fun enough, Gold was my game, but I actually think Lugia looks better.
Do you think?
I think there's something more mystical about it. I know Ho-Ho was in the first Pokemon, so it's kind of cool. But for some reason, Lugia's like almost like an alien.
Yeah.
Like, it's got that weird, like, next level design, which I really like. I think Lugia might be S, or the Satsu approved.
I would go for that.
Ho-Ho, I'm not as strong feeling
I
on.
would say, to
Yeah.
be honest. Like, he's a
Still
great
an amazing
design,
design,
strong, but I mean, I still have flashbacks to that randomizer run I did, where for some reason, like a bird trainer just absolutely wiped the floor with me with a hole. I had nothing but a Hoppip. It was not a fun time. Celebi, I would say A.
Yeah, I think I'll go for A as well. I don't want to keep comparing them to like the Gen 1 counterparts, but like Mew is the better baby legendary thing.
Yeah.
I think it does it much better. Celebi's cute though. I like the hair, I like the wings. Yeah, definitely an A.
And that is us with Generation 2, which actually wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
It was quite quick.
Do you want to do a quick one then of what's in Satsu approved?
Okay, so for Satsu approved, we have Totodile, Feraligatr, Togepi, Mareep, Ampharos. This is like me in the blackboard. We've got Marrow, Sudowoodo, Whipper, Wobbuffet, thank you.
My boy.
My boy. We've got Espeon, Umbreon, Steelix, Scizor, Don't Shuckle with Fuckle, Heracross, Entei, Tyranitar, and Lugia.
I think that's a pretty
It's
a pretty good list.
You'll be able to see, like, we'll post this full list.
Yep.
I won't go through A to C.
No, I just wanted to get the
But-
Hall of Fame there.
Yeah, but I want to go to the bottom quickly and just tell you which Pokemon your Da/Mo would like. Bonus points for our honorary mention for the unknown.
Yep.
Being down there in his lonesome, unranked, along with the Mega Evolutions. So we have Lydia, Cleffa, Igglybuff, Togekiss. What the hell are you?
Politoed.
Politoed, Hoppip, the whole Hoppip family.
Straight in there.
Yeah.
Everyone's favourite Pokemon, Sunkiss.
I was going to call it Sunkiss. It's like, it's not you. Don't get that. Snubbull, Granbull, Remoraid, Octillery, Tyro, Smoochum, and Magby. Yeah. Baby Pokemon, I feel as if, other than a couple of exceptions, just get a bad rap,
Yeah,
to be honest. And
rightfully so.
right. So, seeing as we've just covered my personal favourite generation,
Yep.
why don't we go on to your personal
Yeah,
favourite
let's go into my favourite
generation?
generation. And my personal favourite generation is Generation 3, which is funny because I actually had a wee look at the tier list myself, and there is a lot of Pokemon in Generation 3 that I forgot. I always say it's the best generation, and then I'm looking at it, I was like, wow. Okay, let's start Gen 3 then.
Okay, here we go. We've got it all warmed up. As we said before, our top tier is Satsu approved. We've got ABC, and then we've got our bottom tier, which is your Da/Ma likes this Pokemon, which is the bottom of the barrel.
The shame.
The shame. The utter shame. So first of all, we'll go Trico.
We both hesitated because neither of us are just like, it's Trico.
I'd say C.
Yeah, I don't feel it towards Trico.
No. It's not the one I would actively choose in a playthrough.
I actually feel the same for this entire line.
Yeah.
Like Grovyle as well, and Sceptile is maybe the best at the three, but I don't really feel strongly about it either.
No, I'm the same. I would go for C. Not because it's a bad Pokemon, it's not a bad design, but in fact, I think this is probably like the Bayleaf situation, where I think that Grovyle maybe is the best middle.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with that. Out of the three of them, I think keep them at C. I don't really feel anything towards them.
Torchic.
However, Torchic I think is either an A or a Satsu approved.
I would go for Satsu approved because it's iconic. I mean, look at him. He's a fire chicken. It's like if KFC could attack you back. It's definitely up there.
And then I know middle evolutions typically get a bit of get made fun of, but I like Combustion as well. Not as much as Torchic.
It's probably the best one, I would say. It's probably the best, so...
I think B.
B, yeah. I would go for that. Now, Blaziken, my boy, my chicken boy, my Kentucky Fried, kick-ass chicken. I would say A, probably, or Satsu approved.
I'd happily go Satsu approved.
Yeah.
I think the problem is, nowadays, is that you have so many of the firefighting, but then it was like, this thing's amazing.
It was the precursor, because before this you had Charizard, and then for Gen 2 you had Typhlosion, yeah. So for Gen 3 you finally got Fire Chicken, you're like, whoa, he's so cool. And now you get the memes where it's like the fire starter opening the box, and it's like a pair of boxing gloves, and then just the creator of Pokemon saying, put them on, Exo. So yeah, I'd go with that. Mudkip, Satsu approved.
Yeah, Mudkip, definitely.
Has to be. That was actually my first starter, I think, in this generation. I don't like Marshtomp. I don't like him.
No,
his eyes stare into me. I would put him at C. I would go as far as that.
There's definitely a thing in Pokemon with the sprites you don't recognise the eyes as much.
Have you seen his 3D evolution though? Like his 3D model?
The eyes are terrifying on them.
Oh, they're horrifying. It's like something like The Conjuring or something.
The sprites you don't recognise the eyes as much, but it's not to see the 3D models you're like, oh wow, that's
horrifying.
Yeah, that is a doll that is just staring into my soul.
See?
Yeah.
It's not as bad as your dad, Mark likes it, but
no.
Swampert, I would go for probably Satsu.
Yeah.
I mean, Swampert is...
I like his big head.
I mean, as you know, I love the orange and blue colour scheme. They're pretty sick. And I know we're not judging Mega Evolutions, but out of the three of them, I think his is my favourite because he's just a swole Swampert. Okay, Poochyena.
I think it's a good design. Yeah. It's like a B for me. It's just like, I like him. He's cute.
Yeah. Mightyena.
I'm not as keen on Mightyena. I think maybe a C.
Yeah, I think that. 6 again.
6 against a C. I think this is. I did warn you before we started going. I think a lot of these are going to be like the high points of Gen 3 are massive, and then there's just a lot of stuff like
just there.
Yeah, Lanoon. I think that's how your dad likes his Pokemon. I don't get Lanoon.
Like it's not like for it.
Yeah, it's not funny.
I mean, where was Lanoon when they were climbing up the escalator?
Yeah, I thought you were going to say where was Lanoon when Gondor fell. Like, I don't know when fell.
That's another reason. Dad likes this. C, I would say for Wurmple, but I'd say the Cocoon. I'm going to go as far and say the Cocoon Pokemon are my least favourites. I would say Yamlord likes them. They're not interesting.
No, I think they always tried to. Like, I know I don't want to be like a Gen 1 and be like, oh, the Gen 1 was the best one, but they always tried to redo the bug king. It's like, it's like just do it once. Like you don't need to keep doing this. Same with Beautifying Dustox. I like Dustox the best out of the two. But I'm not massively keen on either.
I would put them probably on C though.
Yeah, I think so.
They're not as bad as...
I'm not offended by them.
Yeah. Lotad, I would put him up in an A or a B.
Yeah, Lotad is definitely a massive friend.
Yeah.
Little Bill.
Okay, we'll put him on A because...
You know this is going for me. Lombre, like his hat. Like his attitude, I think he's an A. However...
Yep, so
Ludicolo.
Ludicolo has to be. I mean, he's happy, he's cheerful, he dances to samba.
Yep.
I mean, have you played Pokemon Colosseum?
I have not, but I've seen his design. With his death animation,
It's not even that. It's there's a guy who runs around with a big afro, and it's like half red, half white, and he dances around, and that's all he's got is Ludicolo, just dancing. Oh yeah,
incredible. C-Dot. It's an eco and it's a C.
The Nuzleaf is the one that partly inspired Nuzlocke.
Yes, true.
I would say that's a heavy B.
Yeah. For the pain you've caused, you get put in B.
The shift rate, I know it's like, is it not based off of like a forest spirit or something?
Oh, is that what it is?
I think so. It's like a puppet or something. I'd still put it as a C.
I'm the same. I'm not feeling it.
I really hope we're not making like some poor Pokemon fan crying with our takes. They're just slamming the screen right now going, no, he deserves to be A, he's competitive, no.
He's competitive.
Taylor, I actually like Taylor a lot.
I do like Taylor.
I would put him A, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. I think I'd agree with that.
I would put the next one, Swallow, at B, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not as strong a feeling about him.
Yeah, like he's not the worst. He's not the best, don't get me wrong, but I do have memories of him being quite friendly. Wingull, I really like Wingull.
I like both these. I really like Wingull. I think Wingull's an A or a B.
No,
are you going to go for Satsu?
No, I'll retract that because I know what you mean. It's like he's one of those ones that is a cool design, but because he's everywhere, you kind of get sick of him.
Yeah. And I think for me, anyway, the Satsu approved is like, this is iconic all time.
Yeah.
Pelipper as well. I want to put in Satsu approved, but I also think it's A. I like his big bill, but I don't think he's like, whoa, look at Pelipper.
Because I will say, whenever I'm playing Pokemon Sapphire, usually I try to play through just catching water Pokemon only.
Sure.
And I honestly feel as if he is like amazing. Like I'll have Swampert, I'll have Pelipper, I'll have, just like these.
Pelipper's been in like every team I've done in Pokemon Gen 3.
Oh, it's good. Rolt, I would say an A, to be honest.
This is another really strong line, I think, the three of these. I like Kelly's like ballerina thing. I think A or B.
I'd say B.
Yeah,
I'd give it that. I'm in a toss-up because I think A or Satsu approved, but I like the idea of it, I like the design of it. But on the other hand, the internet has just ruined this Pokemon.
I'm not a massive fan of Pokemon that can wear human clothes.
That is true.
This is like one of my lines.
Okay, I'm going to bump it down into A.
I think I'd agree with that. I do like Gardevoir, but there's just a thing for me that I don't like Pokemon that look too human.
Yeah, well, it's like Machamp. Like, where does he get the underwear from? Answer the question.
Sunskirt.
Yeah.
I have no feeling towards you. Get in C. Masquerade. I like the eyes and the wings, but C? I've never thought about this yet.
No, okay, or Yada.
I think it's C. I think it's not offensive again. Shroomish makes me laugh. He's got a wee angry face and I don't know why.
If you flip him upside down, he does look very angry.
I've just done that on my phone here. So he does. I like Shroomish.
I would say A.
Yeah, it's like A or B. I think it's funny.
In fact, we'll put him at B.
Yeah, let's fill out that B.
Breloom. After that, I keep forgetting about this Pokemon.
Yeah, Breloom,
I'd say C.
I'd say C as well, but I don't feel anything.
Yeah.
I like Slakoth.
I'd say C, to be honest. I like it, but not.
I'm going to go B for Slakoth. I just think he's got a wee bit of personality, but I think the other C ones are just a bit more bland.
Vigoroth, I would say C or B.
Yeah, I'm not much of a Vigoroth fan.
A.
Yeah, Slacking on the other hand.
Slacking is
hilarious.
He's a champ. He is. He is going straight beside Gardevoir.
Yeah. But he probably wants to be the creep.
Hold on, I'm just going to move him. And between Teal and Wingull. There we go. Anyway, sorry, that aside.
In Canada, that's another one I've C.
I would say, yeah, he's not offensive.
No.
Ninjask Ace?
I like the ninja thing.
Yeah, I would say C, maybe.
Yeah.
No, I like
Shedinja. Yes, Shedinja's an entirely different kettle of fish.
Yeah, I would say probably.
Yeah, I'd go in.
I would say it's Satsu approved, but.
I like his design. I know I said we weren't going to talk too much about the games, but the one hit point gimmick, the Wonder Guard, the fact that he doesn't open slot in your party, it's the skin of the other Pokemon, very funny. Whismur always ends up in my teams. Yeah. I don't like the design very much, but it seems to end up in my team. I think a C for Whismur.
Yeah. Whismur always reminds me of, when you watch like a shonen anime, but the protagonist is just really whiny and whingy and I don't want to be in this fantastical world. And it's like, well, I've got to watch 12 seasons of you, so shut up. Watch Attack on Titan all over again.
See, Loudred I like the speakers for ears. I like the big face.
I'd say B.
I'd go for B.
Yeah. Like he's not amazing.
No.
He's not.
Explode though. I think that's a Yoda / Yabafi, but I don't understand.
I'm not a fan. I know it's like the pipes in his head and
it's
supposed to be saying that. Yeah, but
I think Loudred makes the design much clearer.
Yeah.
Than Explode. I think
Whereas he just looks like he's got macaroni attached to his face. on his backside.
Yeah.
It's like he fell in a packet of it and then came out. And they're like, yeah, that's a Pokemon. I like this one.
Makuhita, I do like Makuhita.
I would say an A or a B.
Its head's like a bail bun, or a dumpling, which I think is very funny.
Satsu, dear. Satsu approved. You talked me into it.
Harry is a funny one because I also have the thing where I don't like Pokemon that look too much like people, but this is quite funny. I think B, yeah.
He's not
I like the big.
Yeah.
I like the big nose.
Asmo?
What is Asmo?
Maro's pre-evolution. It's another baby Pokemon.
Put that in your dad's FIFA.
I like the idea of it, but then
Yeah.
I completely forgot that I think in later renditions of him he's like crying.
Yes, he gets very upset.
And you're like, and that shows how much compassion I have. It's like, get over it. Suck it up. You're mad. Come on.
Well, yes, but I will say one thing in its defense. I do like the idea that it always faces north in the open world games.
Really?
Because it's got its magnetic nose. So in...
Okay. It's
but if we're just basing purely on design, I think it goes into your dad.
I don't know. There's just something about it. Every time it pops up, I kill it immediately. On contact, I'm like, no, I don't like the nose. Why is your nose so bad? I know it's the Easter Island head. And have you seen Probe? Is it Probopass or something?
Yeah, on the mustache.
The mustache and the huge nose and the huge eyes. That's terrifying. That's like something out like... Now, I know it's like a Japanese company, but it's like Japanese folklore, just a spaghetti.
Yeah. Skitty. For me, it's a C. It's just unoffensive.
Yeah.
Delcatty, someone pointed out to me that its neck looks like one of those pillows you wear on an airplane.
C.
So I think it goes into C.
I really like this one.
Sableye, I think that's a Satsu approved for me. It's like an iconic. I think it's one of the best from this generation, I'd say.
Yeah.
And again, I know we're not talking about Megas, but it's Mega Sick. Very funny.
Oh yeah, it's just got a giant.
Yeah, it's got a giant ruby that just hides behind it.
Mobile, I would say.
Yeah, I think Mobile is good. Like I said, it's like a better giraffe rig, like the split personality thing's very funny.
I would say the add-on line that's just probably Satsu approved, to be honest.
Larion I'm not as keen on out of the three of them. Yeah, the middle one.
Yeah, I would say that's probably an A.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think.
So Satsu tier for Aron.
Yep. Larion. It's always the same with the middle evolutions, isn't it though?
Like I like it. It's like robust, sturdy. I would listen to you at 3 a.m. about your problems, you know.
I grown out of the hand would just tell you to shut the fuck up. Stop on you.
Okay, suppose. It's as if he's holding a microphone. He's like, I'm telling you, brother. You better get over your problem.
Meditate's like a B for me.
Yeah,
like I get him.
I see you, Meditate.
Yeah.
I see you.
Medicham, I'm not
C.
keen on. Yeah, I think C.
I don't know why. I like psychic Pokemon, and the fact it's psychic fighting is interesting, but I've never picked it up. Now, I'm biased here because I love these doggos. I love them. I would say Satsu approved, to be honest.
For both of them? You know what? I can't find a reason to argue.
And can I just say it again, I know we're not talking about Mega Evolutions, but Manectric's Evolution, or Mega Evolution, is amazing. It's like Super Saiyan 3. If he's the Super Saiyan, then it's got like a Super Saiyan 3 model, and that is just, I love that. Plus all Minin.
Just laid them together.
Yeah, that.
Yeah,
I've never liked these Pokemon.
They brought them in as like, it was a gimmick, isn't it? It's like the doubles.
Yeah. But even still, they're never any good.
Yeah.
Never. Yeah, no, we're not talking about competitive, but even in the game.
No.
What's your purpose? You're like, hold it by the ears. What's your purpose? Like,
I feel also the same about Volbeat and Illumise. I don't like formal dress. I don't get it.
Yeah, they just appear. Fire chicken go. I like Roserade.
Yeah, it's Rosalia.
Oh, Rosalia. Yeah, that's a good one.
But this is one that's really tiny, which I think is funny.
Yeah,
I like this one as well. I think an A or a B.
Yeah, I would say I'll go for it for that. Now, fun fact, and I know you've got a joke about Gulpin.
Well, I would have a joke about Gulpin.
You're going to interrupt me with that. So Gulpin was my first shiny out in the wild, other than obviously Gyarados.
Yeah,
Red Gyarados. Not counting that. Because I remember I was playing Pokemon Sapphire at the time, and I was playing through as, I think it was Grovyle I chose, and I was like, right, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play through it a wee bit more, then I'll restart and start a new game. And then of course I came across Gulpin, and I was like, I've got a shiny Pokemon. This is the first shiny Pokemon I've ever got. And I'm like, I have no way, at the time, I have no way to transfer this. I was like, damn it, I would say C.
Yeah, Swallow and Gulpin.
Hard C's.
Yeah, this is the problem with Gen 3s. I feel like the peaks are amazing, but there's a lot of stuff I don't really care for. On the other hand, Kavana and Sharpedo, I like Sharpedo a lot.
Yeah.
Kavana, I'm not as keen on.
I would say probably B and
Yeah,
A.
I think B and A. Kavana's fun. I like how bright it is, and Sharpedo the fact it's like a torpedo mixed with a shark is just
The
very
only-
funny.
The only thing I don't like about it is the fact it's not got a tail. I know it's
Yeah, that
supposed
is
to be, or not even a body, it's just a head. It annoys me. Is Carvana, sorry, before we go on, is Carvana linked to Sharpedo?
I think it's like
Because I know
evolution, isn't it?
in Pokemon Go you can evolve it, but I never remembered it evolving.
Pass.
Yeah.
Whalmer is just a precursor. It's the Silver Surface to Galactus here. So Whalmer, I'm happy to put B or C, but
I would say B,
Okay.
but Wailord.
Wailord, that's in Satsunami.
That's in Satsunami.
Look at him. He's a blimp. It's just.
The thing I don't get is, like, can you imagine going to the Pokemon League and being like, here's my whale? That's it, blowing up into smithereens.
That's what I love about it.
Oh, yeah.
It's just so impractical.
It's amazing. Okay, Numo. C.
See, Camerupt I like more. I think Camerupt's like a solid B or an A. I like the rings around it. I like the sort of volcano motif.
Yeah, I would go for B.
Yeah.
Now, Torkoal, I'm half tempted to put it in Satsu approved, or an A.
I think an A.
Yeah, like, I don't know what it is. I think it's one of these Pokemons like Typhlosion that got heavily nerfed in its design. But, I mean, look at it here. Like, we're looking at the sprite work again. You've got the steam coming out its nose, the steam erupting up top.
Yep.
It's a very, like, imposing and good design.
Yeah, it's a brown design.
This one, is this not the Pokemon that spawned? Is that not the Pokemon that dies if it stops
Yes,
bouncing?
if it stops moving, it stops bouncing.
That's depressing.
I think we should put it A. To reward it for its short life. I like it's got a ball on its head.
I don't know, should we put it in Satsu approved so it's its only achievement?
Yeah, go for it.
You know,
I have a really soft spot towards Spoink
Yeah.
because of the Pokemon cards as well. Like I got in one of the decks from this generation, and Spoink was like massively in it for some reason.
Yeah.
Grumpig, on the other hand, is another one. He's like,
I would say B or C, to be
yeah,
honest.
I think C. Yeah, I just think it's too busy. I don't get it again.
It's got the 3 eyes.
Yeah.
Well, not 3, but yeah, it's got the bumps. And Spin. I would say you're mad Alex. This.
Well, I would like to defend Spin though,
Go
and
for
maybe try to give it a C because it does have the thing that every single spin does unique,
Yeah, that's true.
which is very, very funny to me.
And it's very rare.
And
Okay, you've convinced me.
That sprite on the screen is terrible for it.
Yeah.
Because it has no patterns on its face in that one. Well, I think it's funny.
Yeah. No, I'll go for C then. Trapinch, B maybe?
Yeah, Trapinch is a wee friend, like his wee face.
Yeah, it's got a wee smile. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know about his second. I would say this
Brava.
is a C.
Yeah, there's so many of these I don't really feel much towards. Flygon though, so its eyes are like goggles, which is very cool. I think this is an A for me. I like the dragons. I like it's sort of like a bit lighter than the other ones. I just think it looks really cool. Cacnea is terrifying.
Like a B tier?
Yeah, I think
Terrifying.
B.
I like it. It's distinctive. I would
Yes.
say you recognise it. It's evolution on the other hand.
Cacturn.
Cacturn is... Cacturn, I would say C. It's probably the same as Shiftry, to be honest.
Yeah, it's very similar, isn't it?
It's very much, and not because they're both grass Pokemon, but
Doesn't help. Swablu. I'm liking Swablu.
I would say a A or a B.
Yeah, I'd be happy with that.
Yeah.
Altaria, I think, is actually better as well. I like the whole bird in the cloud dragon
We'll go for
thing.
Satsu tier then.
I think it deserves
Yeah.
to be there. I think
Yeah.
it's so iconic.
I just love Spoink hanging out in between Altaria and
Where
Wailord.
he
Just like,
deserves to be.
I'm number one. It's like, sure you are, buddy. Sure you are. As long as you go.
Zangus is hilariously edgy.
I love it. I would say it's
I'm happy to go for that as well.
Have you seen his shiny form? It's like bright blue.
It's hilarious.
The Viper is very iconic. I would say it's probably better in some ways to Arbok.
Yeah.
Like, Arbok is, like, obviously, apples and oranges here, but it's definitely a lot more threatening. It's got the blade for a tail and everything.
Yeah, I've never really looked at this one in any great detail. I really like it. I like its face. It's really mischievous. I really like this. I think that's like an A for me.
Would you say A or Satsu?
I think A. I think it's not quite,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, if it was Satsu, I'd be like instantly like, whoa.
Yeah.
But,
Now, the sun and the moon.
first of all, they came out in the wrong game.
Yeah.
And everyone knows that.
And they didn't even come out in Sun and Moon, did they?
No, they weren't in it.
So, Lunatone and Solrock.
I think these are both C for me. I get the idea, but
I like the idea, but yeah, they're not great Pokemon.
Yeah.
Because again, it's going back to that double battle. I mean, look at Dama likes this Pokemon tier. We've got the two Volbeat and Illuminous. We've got Flustle and Minun, and now we've got Lunatone and Solrock.
Yeah,
They're all clearly designed to be working together.
yeah. Lunatone, so if you're lucky you're not in that tier.
Yeah.
You better up your game. Barbroach, I actually think this is a Yadalin.
I don't like it.
I hate it.
I'm
No, I
not-
don't hate it, but I don't get it.
I'm not a
It's
fan.
there.
Wishcast.
Wishcast is funnier.
I would say C.
Yeah.
Probably. That, and it got quite controversial in the anime.
What?
I'm sure that was the episode. I'll probably cut this in case I'm totally wrong. But I'm sure that was the one where there was an episode where it caused an earthquake or something. But of course, that coincided with a real life earthquake.
Okay.
So they had to take off the episode. There's been a couple of episodes like that, I have to say, in Pokemon, where they just cut it because of, obviously, for real life
James
events.
being too hot.
Well, that too. Yeah.
Corphish.
Corphish. I would say B. Right?
Yeah, I like Corphish. I like Troodon as well. I like them both.
Would you say solid Bs then?
Yeah, I think it'd be solid B for both of them. They're different enough from Krabby and Kingler as well.
Yeah.
They've done the crab thing, but...
They're more lobsters than crab. Yeah. Baltoy, C.
Yeah, Baltoy I don't feel as much. Well, Claydol I do feel a lot towards.
Yeah, I would say that's an easy A or B.
Yeah, I think that's an A for me.
Yeah.
I do like him.
Because I actually used one of these for...
Yes, he's another one that always makes into my teams.
Okay, but I used them in, I think it was Pokemon Shield. I used them in a Nuzlocke, and they were really good. It got wiped out in the last battle, but it was really goddamn good. I was like, wow.
Lily. The fossil ones in this one aren't as good, I don't think. I don't like Lily or Fidelli.
Do you know, I don't think we had any new fossil types in Gen 2.
No, you know what, I was just thinking that. I was trying to think what was the last one. No, Lily and Fidelli, I'm not.
Nah, I would say a bah.
Yeah, I think I agree with that.
Are both of them they're alright, but...
Yeah. And everything else, Moldo, I like Moldo a bit better, but again, I just C maybe for both of them. I just...
C for both?
Yeah.
I mean, I do like his cute eyes. I will say
they do have the funny
eyes are at the side. In fact, no, that's the thing I don't like about them. I mean, you know how they've got the red in the front, but they've got the two eyes at the side? Yeah. See, when I saw the two eyes at the side, it changed my life. I was like, no. Feebas,
I get the joke of it being ugly to make it look better, but I think obviously it is ugly, so I think C for Feebas.
And Melodic,
I feel a bit stronger about him. B. I like his design.
Really?
Yeah, I like his design. I think it's
what makes you say B rather than A or Satsu?
I don't think it's one of it. I think obviously you've got the Teenage Dragon and stuff like that. They're the ones that it looks up to, but I think it's just a nice design, but it's not blowing me away.
Yeah. A wee bit of Breaking Bench.
Blow me, what do you need to do? Cast form.
C, I would say C for cast form.
I like the idea. Cast form, when it's you'll see in the picture we've got all the forms up on the screen as well. The forms are funny, but nothing pushes it above C. I don't think in my mind.
Because I'll just put all the other forms like the sun, the wind, and the rain form. Or snow. Sorry, I say wind, but I think it's technical snow.
It's ice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hail. Yeah, I was wondering how it transformed into that. I'm like, what's your secret? You go up a tall hill and go. Yeah, I would say C.
Yeah.
It's always one you play within your team, and you're like, should I use them? And you're like, no. Kecleon. I would say that's probably a B.
Yeah, I like Kecleon.
Sorry. Yeah.
I like the fact that it's invisible when you first meet it. It's kind of funny.
Shopper
I like, because it's kind of like a finger puppet. It's kind of funny. I think a B.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Bennett, I don't feel as strongly about.
I don't know. I get the puppet thing. Yeah, and it's quite spooky. I would say either B or a C, to be honest.
I'd go B or a C. Yeah, I'm happy for it. Let's go B.
Let's go B.
His pal.
Now I really like this one.
I do really like this one as well.
I would say it's either A or Satsu tier.
You know what? I think let's go Satsu.
Yeah,
I think he deserves it.
Because he's spooky, he's quite thingy.
He's cute, spooky, it really sums up Pokemon.
Yeah, but the next one, is it Dusclops?
Dusclops.
I think it's he looks as if he's a mummy with a moustache. If you look at the bit in the middle, like that. He looks like he should be oh, tally ho, that's real some good old scary. That's like your dad dressing as a mummy.
It so is.
I would say a B maybe just for that.
You've actually maybe put up a rank for me in B now. You like this next one, don't you?
Oh, I would say Satsu, yeah. I don't know what it is. I think it's the bananas that sell it for me. To be honest. Got to get that potassium, first of all.
Yep.
But second of all, I mean, he's a dinosaur, he flies, he might not be the best competitive, but my God, he's trying with those bananas. It's but that's the thing though, can you imagine, right, you're fighting with him in the Pokemon League, and he faints. What if you're hungry halfway through the battle? Is it a social faux pas to take a banana off of him and then return him to the Pokeball? Or do bananas even exist in Pokemon? Or is it?
Let's not do this. Yeah. Next we'll be asking does the minions like bananas in the Pokemon universe if Tropius exists. Shimeko, I didn't know was in this game. I mean, it wasn't until after, because it's in one place in the game.
I'm sure this is the Pokemon that James out of the anime had. I had it replaced. because Jessie, instead of Arbok, she had the Viper.
Yes.
And I'm sure he had this one, but it just left no impression. It wasn't like Victory Bell that ate him, or Wobbuffet that just got, which she was still there, but I would say C.
Yeah.
Absol,
I like Absol.
I would say A or Satsu.
I think A.
A, yeah.
I'm not completely blown away by Absol. I do like Absol. Why not? It's funny, but I don't rate him that high. I think a C or a B.
Yeah, I would say C. Because again, it's a baby Pokemon that didn't need to be there. Snorunt, I really like.
I do like Snorunt.
He is cute. I would say a B or an A.
Yeah, definitely go B. Someone pointed out to me that Glalie looks like Frieza.
I can see it.
That kind of hyped me.
I really like it. I would say it's a B or an A.
I'm going to go A. I like the Frieza head. That's funny.
Yeah.
Sphere is Satsu approved?
Has to be. I mean, look at that face. He's
look
just
how
so
round
happy.
He is.
He's round. He's cuddly. Yes.
It only gets... CeeLo, I'm not as fond on. This is again the middle evolution problem.
I like his mustache.
I do like his mustache.
But I would say B.
Yeah.
He's alright.
Whirlwind's I think is a wee bit better. I think Whirlwind's maybe an A.
Yeah.
I like he's got the big tusks, he's a big beaky boy. Clampow. Yeah, this whole... I'm looking at this line here at like... really...
Huntail and whatever the hell the pink... What was the pink one called?
Huntail and Gobus? Gobus? Gorbachev?
Yeah, no, they're definite in realm.
Relicanth. Only...
I would say C, maybe. Yeah, like...
Only really famous because of that you have to catch one and level it, like whatever level it is.
It was a pain in the arse to get. I'm tempted to just shove it down to your mom just for that, but I like its design.
Yeah.
I like his kind of prehistoric design. I mean, he's trying for the next one.
Love Disc
is trying. I would say C.
I'd say C again.
Like, it's not the best, but it's trying. Now, I would say probably A tier for Bagon.
Yep.
Because it sounds like bagel. I would probably go B or C tier.
I would actually say A or B for Shelgon. I actually really... Shelgon's one of my favourite middle evolutions because it's so stupid.
Yeah, but that's why I'm kind of like... I would say B.
I think I can go B.
Yeah, like I wouldn't say it's not the worst, but it's just one of those weird evolutions you think.
How did you get here?
Yeah, Salamence.
Salamence isn't as good as I hoped it would be.
Yeah, I would still say A or B tier.
I'd say B.
B, yeah, which is going to piss off a lot of people, but screw it. I don't know, I think it's okay. I literally think it's okay. Now this line, this is gold tier. This is Satsu tier all the way.
All three of them.
I would say
that. I really like all three of them.
Yeah.
I like building.
I was waiting for the pause there because I was like, where are you going with this?
I really like Metang as a middle evolution. The fact he's kind of floating the two arms, and then Metagross is
peak for me.
Yeah, Metagross is amazing Pokemon design.
Metagross.
The 4 arms.
Have you seen the fan art someone did of someone riding a Metagross to work? It's actually incredible. I'll see if I can look it up while we're doing this, but it's like a guy sitting on a desk on top of Metagross, and Metagross is like stomping through the streets, and he like fires like a beam of energy. That's so good.
That's really good. No, I like all three of these. My only wish you get them earlier in the game, but that's c'est la vie. Doesn't affect how good they look.
Now, the Regis. This is a hard one.
It is a hard one.
This is a hard one because I think Regirock is okay.
I think Regirock's my favourite. Basically, the question is, what's your favourite shape? Do you like complicated shapes? Do you like simple shapes? Or do you like round shapes? That is effectively what this is.
Also, sorry, for the record, I am just showing Craig the Metagross going through traffic picture. How good is that? It's so good. I don't know, I like Regice, but I like the idea of Registeel.
Yeah, I don't have a feeling towards any of them, man.
I would say...
I'm happy to go for you. What you would go for this one?
We just put them at a solid B.
Yeah.
They're good, but they're not... I don't know, it's like you always get the trilogy, don't you?
Yeah.
Like for Generation 1 it was the birds, for Generation 2 it was the dogs, for Gen 3 it was the Regis, which is a very weird choice. I can't remember what Generation 4 was.
I really like Regigigas, but obviously he's not on this. Latias and Latios.
I prefer Latios, I have to say.
I can't say I can tell between the two of them.
I just like Blue Ball. That's it. It's very simple breed. I like a prediction.
I never caught these Pokemon. See, like the Wandering Pokemon?
Yeah.
Never bothered.
I eventually caught them, but then it's like the end of Finding Nemo. You're like, now what? B?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, they're good. They're fine. They're like the Regis. They fill a spot in the decks. Kyogre. Now, I have bias because Sapphire was my game.
So I would like to group the next three together, and I would like to group them all into Satsu approved. Kyogre, Groudon, and Rayquaza. I think they're all incredible.
Okay.
I love all three
I'll
of
go for
them.
that.
I think they're the strongest trilogy of legendaries.
Yeah, they're definitely the most iconic, because when you see them, you know they're legendaries. You know they're powerful. Like, especially with Rayquaza. I love Rayquaza. Yeah. Like, when I first saw him, I was like, it's alright, but the more I look at him, I think, I love the whole dragon serpent thing.
Really, I genuinely think they're the best legendaries.
Yeah.
Like, outside of Mewtwo, maybe. Like, I think the three of them combined are the best set any game's had.
Mm-hmm. No, that's cool.
If anything, that's probably why I don't have any feeling towards the Regis, because I'm just like, these ones are so good.
So, Jirachi, I don't know, I would say it's probably one of the better baby legendary Pokemon.
Yeah, I like his wee hat.
I would say either A or Satsu.
I'd go A.
Just for the record, my dog just decided to walk in, see what we're doing, a Pokemon tier list, and then walk back out again. My dog has decided to walk in to rate the last one. So we have the Oxus, who is, I would say this is probably a Satsu tier.
Yeah, I think so. It's so unique.
Yeah.
I like the DNA thing, like the concept of the rapping alien. Yeah, I think it's an instance. I see if you can do this while holding your dog.
I am actually holding a dog. She's trying to lick me. I know, I see it. I knew you wouldn't take part in the episode. I know. You're my only Pokemon. Right, so do you want to read out this time, these?
I will. You try to figure out what's going on here. Satsu. So, I think it's bigger than it was for Gen 2, but like I said, I think the list is heavy at C. Yeah. But that's approved. We have Torchic, Blaziken, Mudkip, Ludicolo. I actually forgot the name of...
See how hard that is?
Swampert, there you go. Swampert, Ludicolo, Barracuda, Sableye, Aron. Oh my god, what's the big one called? You're going to have to... Aggron.
Big Aggron.
Electrite, Manectric, Wailord.
Please, he's a lord.
Whale King.
Spoink.
Our boy Spoink. I was going to get Spoink. Don't worry. Spoink is my boy. Spoink is only like I said. So Altaria.
He's only there for life of him.
Altaria and Zangus. Duskull? Uh-huh. This is so difficult. I don't know how you did this so easily in the last bit.
No, I really struggled. My brain just blew. I know all the names, but as soon as someone tells you, oh, you should do it, I'm like, oh.
Tropius, Spheal, the entire Metagross line, Groudon, Kyogre, Rayquaza, Jirachi and Deoxys. I mean, that's an amazing line.
That is.
Like, all five of those legends to make
strong.
It is such an amazing generation. Generation 3 is the one I always say is my favourite, and I think that proves why.
And of course, your Eardamo, this Pokemon.
Some of these I don't even know the name of some of these.
So we've got Lanoon, Cascoon, Silcoon, Loud?
No, is it not Explode?
Explode. Azumazum. My dog has just fallen asleep while I've been reading these out. So I'll be reading this tier list out to her tonight to get her to sleep. We've got Nosepass, Puzzle, Minin, Volbeat, Illuminous, Barboach, and the two Lily thingies. I don't like them. You know how like you choose the Helix fossil or the Dome fossil? I've never chosen whatever the equivalent is for this. You've got Clampero, Huntail, and Gorbachev.
Yeah. Gorbis, maybe.
Gorbis.
I really enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was genuinely a lot of fun. Thank you again, Craigy C, for taking part in this.
Anyways, make sure you let Satsunami know which ones he got wrong. Message him on Twitter. Message him on any social media platform you can find to tell him how wrong he is with all these choices.
Yes, please do. You can catch us on Twitter, Instagram, our website, podpage.com/Chatsunami. And whatever you do, please do not hate listen to the episodes on Spotify, iTunes, all good podcast apps. Please, whatever you do not listen to them. Or you'll make my dog so upset.
Oh.
I'm encouraging my dog to say a few things. Yeah, thank you on that. See, this is what you've done. But yeah, no, thank you again. In all seriousness, please feel free to get in contact and let us know which ones we got right, which ones we got wrong, which ones we're clearly right about, and your mod likes Pokemon.
If your mod does like any of these Pokemon as well, please let us know.
Oh, especially if they like it, please let us know. I would love to know that. But yeah, thank you all so much for listening. And as I said, you can catch us on podpage.com/Chatsunami, or you can check us out on all good podcast apps. But until then, I am going to go feed my dog, my very own Pokemon, who's sitting on my lap. As always, stay safe, stay awesome, and most importantly, stay hydrated.
I wanna be
The very best. Na 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 na.